Winnipeg is known for a lot of things. Its scorching hot summers, freezing winters, being the Slurpee capital of the world. But what I love most about Winnipeg is its rich and diverse food scene. A trip to the right restaurant can make you feel like you've gone on an adventure to a faraway place, all while staying right here in the city. Don't believe me? Well, we're headed on a food trip. In fact, our first stop is taking us somewhere where we can get a real taste of the Philippines. Nestled in a corner of Winnipeg's St. James neighborhood is Food Trip Kitchen. Its owner, Lourdes Federis, had no experience when she opened the Filipino restaurant. While many were closing their doors in 2020 is when Lourdes opened Food Trip Kitchen, and in the 4 years since, it's become a staple in the community. So, Lourdes, I smell something really, really good. Can you show me what's cooking in the kitchen?
For sure, yes.
Amazing, okay.
Okay, so this is our kitchen. Our cook, our chef is my husband, Aldo Fidere.
Amazing.
And he will be doing one of our popular and bestseller, which is pork sisig.
Oh, okay. For people that don't know what that means, what is that?
So they have a different version of it. Like our version is the kapapangan version. So it's a pork face, like pork cheek, pork nose, and some of the pork ear. It's boiled, so to make it really tender, marinated, and barbecued, and then chopped into pieces. So it's really a lot of work to chop that part of the pig, but that makes it all the texture and all the different kinds of flavor.
Okay, I'm very excited. Is that what this is for?
Yeah, so this is already seasoned. It's already been marinated and everything pre-done. And we just add in an onion and an egg. Food is very universal. And it's a very important way to transfer and teach our kids about our culture. It's easier to explain to our kids and connect with the kids through food, explaining to them why, like how it was made and like the brutal fight, like where it came from, like why do we eat with our hands. So those little things, it's interesting because that kind of get their attention. It's gonna be You don't need 100 people or 1,000 people to believe in you. If you have the right people believing in you, I only need 2 people to believe in me at that time when I opened the restaurant during the pandemic. And if they told me like I can do it then, and I believe that.
Okay, Lourdes, this looks and smells so good. Tell me about this dish and how people like to eat it.
Okay, so people would usually eat it with beer. Okay, like so that. It's very popular at bars in the Philippines. And then together with beer and other side dishes. So it's they put sometimes chili on it, sometimes some calamansi or lemon too. So however you want the spice to be, then you can really, it tastes good whether with or without those things.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, for people that are a little nervous about eating like the pork cheek and the pork ear, what would you say to them?
Well, this is really based on history, like, because in the Philippines, they don't want to put anything to waste. And so they pretty much do whatever, everything, all the parts of the pig, right? So, but yeah, it's really safe. You know, we boil them really long, and you know, here we have very strict standards, anyways, with meat. So yeah, it's pretty safe and it's really good.
So just eat it. This is essentially what we're saying. Can we try it?
Sure, here you go.
Okay. Oh, it's so
Okay,
good.
so we put an egg. So usually they mix the egg with the meat.
Lovely.
Okay. So, all right.
Okay.
Let's take a toast.
Cheers.
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 Okay.
Okay.
It's a bit hot though.
Okay. Oh. Mmm. I could just eat this all day.
Mm.
Oh my god. It's very tender. Very flavorful. I can't believe you cooked this in like, what was that, like 3 minutes?
Yes, yeah. So it's
Wow.
already seasoned, pre-seasoned. There's citrus on that. There's some pork liver, a little bit of pork liver, but also because of the pork being marinated as well and barbecue, so it preserved that juice of the pork.
So good. I
Not
love
dry.
this. You've also made a few other dishes for us to try as well. Should we go do that?
For sure.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. Lourdes, what do we have in front of us here?
Okay, very popular in the Philippines, especially in the summer. Well, it's always hot in the Philippines, so we have our halo-halo.
Nice.
So halo-halo in English is mix. So it's really a mixture of a lot of tropical fruit in the Philippines. And so what we have here is a jackfruit.
Ooh.
So this is just jelly. We have the white beans.
Nice.
Red beans. Is this sweetened bananas or plantain?
Ooh.
So it's boiled with brown sugar.
Oh, that's so good.
Okay, and it must be really ripe. Because sometimes if you boil a banana that's not ripe, it's hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, a lot of these coconut strings. This is coconut palm.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I definitely thought those were cherries, so never mind.
Oh yeah, that's not
Why?
cherries.
You're the expert here.
This is slush of flan.
Ooh.
And those are, and of course, the ube.
Okay.
And of course, the ice cream.
Nice.
We added a little bit, and a must do is also we have milk. in
But it's
there.
not regular milk, is it?
It's evaporated milk.
Okay.
So just the regular evaporated milk will do.
Okay, sounds good.
So what we do is we put the milk first, because this is shaved ice. You have to have a shaver. And the more, of course, we like it with lots of milk.
It's true. It's true. And what a nice day. It's so hot today. This is perfect.
Yeah, exactly. And really, like, a lot of people, like, visually, of course, because look at those colors. So what we do is put it around. Some really interesting colors.
Like a rainbow.
And our coconut. Everything that you can find in the Philippines, and it's all in there. And
Is it hard to find stuff here, or is it pretty?
not anymore, thankfully. A lot of Asian food that are now available, sometimes even in the mainstream market. So once that's all put together, of course, we put our ube on top.
Right in the middle.
It's just putting everything together.
I've never seen leche flan on call, or maybe I just haven't been observant. But I'm very excited for it.
Usually, a lot of it's gone before you realize it's there.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
And of course, the topping of the ice is some ice cream. And this is usually put on top. This is the jackfruit. And voila. So some put some syrup on it, some chocolate syrup, but I just rather, and makupuno bits as well. But yeah, I just like it as it is right now. And yeah, and dig in.
Amazing.
Good. And of course, sharing it with the non-Filipinos as well, that's even more exciting. Because sharing your culture through in a way that it's more tangible, that they can actually see and taste.
Crisps.
Oh, I'm Dare Veggie Crisps. I'm a little bit of all the things. Veggies, crackers, and chips. Vegify your snack time with Dare Veggie Crisps.
Made with real veggies.
See the movie everyone is talking about.
Can I just kiss you?
Oh my
Just once.
God.
Audiences can't get enough of It Ends With Us.
None of this is your fault.
Don't miss the worldwide phenomenon. It Ends With Us. Now playing exclusively in theaters.
With a name like Firecracker McCrispy, you might expect a crackling heat. But its sweet and spicy sauce is more of a jaw-dropping spectacle of flavor with a finale like... for the McCrispy fans.
Welcome to Total Flooring.
We have the largest selection in Winnipeg. 15 train cars on the floor worth over $3 million. You can take it home, no ordering needed. Stop in and look at our beautiful selection today.
Milk chocolate beyond words. Swiss Classic by Lindt. Purina One True Instinct unlocked her true instincts. From day one, it's high-protein nutrition with real meat #1, supporting her healthy energy and strong muscles, and the life she was born to live.
Purina One True Instinct, a difference from day one.
Is Astro really 100% natural? Canadian milk, cream, and cultures. Just 3 simple ingredients.
Astro Original. Simple and 100% natural. Seriously.
Power doesn't sound like it used to. The all-electric ID4 with instant acceleration. Electric feels good.
Volkswagen.
Footlong all summer long with the Stampede Brisket, a Canadian favorite and part of the Subway series.
I'm Joanne Roberts, and you're just in time to join us for a food trip around the world without leaving Winnipeg. If you're just tuning in, let me explain. Our city has over 1,000 restaurants, and each of them brings something different to the table. We have so many in Winnipeg that the right restaurant can make you feel like you are thousands of kilometers away in a new place and experiencing a new culture without actually having to leave home. Our next stop on this food trip is Jollof Life Restaurant, where a piece of West Africa lives right on Portage Avenue. Even though the restaurant is among a string of others on Portage Avenue, many of which are familiar Winnipeg favorites, it's hard not to notice Jollof Life. I've been wondering for a long time about the restaurant and the people behind it, and finally, I got to give it a try. Now, since before the restaurant even opened, owner Taiwo Ojo and her team have been cooking up a storm.
This is a dream I've had for a long time. I've always wanted to have a restaurant, and over the years I was cooking, I ran kitchens, I just cooked for parties, but I still had that desire to cook, have my own space, and 2022 it came to pass. Jollof rice, it's an African dish, West African. We have different countries with different ways of making the jollof rice, but in Nigeria we have our own specific way, and the name actually came from that dish. I make jollof rice a lot, and I would say we make one of the best jollof rice in Winnipeg. And that's where the name came from. We want people to see that name and say it's not only about Nigeria, it's mostly about West African and Africa as a whole. We all have this cultural shock when we came in, like, oh, you're eating different kind of food, you have to get used to it. Sometimes people don't get used to it. But it gets to a time like you don't want people like after a while say, oh, I'm going back. I've missed so much food. You know, we want people to still be here in Winnipeg, and that food they miss, they can actually eat it here. You know what? I would like you to taste one of our another kind of sauce. Oh, sorry, Jay. I'm gonna get the rice in the front, and so this is like our own kind of local kind of rice. It's called white rice here, but it's a little bit different. It's sauce from back home.
Okay.
So we use this to eat another kind of sauce. We call it the ayamase sauce. I'm just gonna put some there.
Ooh.
Yeah, so these are a lot of, it's made out of green pepper, red peppers, a lot of onions. We use a lot of onions in our meals. Yeah. And it's a little bit spicy as well, but really nice. People love it. This is a local kind of dish from Nigeria, precisely from the Yoruba tribe. And this is called ayamase sauce with ofada rice. Ofada rice is like a kind of rice, like white rice here, and is basically sauce from back home. And we heat it with the sauce. The sauce is made out of green peppers, red peppers, onions, and with some twist of locust beans. We put inside and make it a really local kind of dish.
The food at Jollof Life restaurant definitely left a lasting impression on me. Now, I try a lot of different foods in the city, and I'd like to think I'm an adventurous taster. So I think I can say, as a former food blogger, the strong and complex flavors and textures of every dish made it a delight to try. And I'm definitely going to be planning another food trip adventure to this piece of West Africa in Winnipeg sometime soon.
We miss home, but mostly what we miss about it is the food. And if we can get it here, why not? Yeah, this is home as well.
They're at the post, and they're off. Assiniboia Downs live racing Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 7:30. Do the Downs.
Dash that and more with DoorDash.
Why pay full price for quality products? Make Surplus Direct your liquidation destination. Appliances, furniture, clothing, and more for up to 80% off retail prices. New loads arrive daily, so don't miss out. Come on back and say hello to good buys.
The Reese's Extreme Blizzard is back. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups and Reese's Pieces in one Blizzard treat? Oh yeah, you'll get lost in it.
Hello? Beep, beep.
The Reese's Extreme Blizzard is back at DQ.
Every once in a while, let the wheel take the wheel. The new 2024 Ford F-150 with Blue Cruise hands-free highway driving.
Mr. Christie always wondered when was the perfect time to enjoy a cookie. Turns out it was any time and anywhere, except the bath. Mr. Christie tried that once, and only once.
Mr. Christie, you make good cookies.
Come on down to Colonial Furniture. 660 is the place to go.
So come on down, we got the price that's right. You'll be saving all around the clock tonight.
Come on down to Colonial Furniture, or selling to Winnipeg at clearance prices. Come on down.
Get into spicy with the Zinger Sandwich. Only at KFC.
When you're looking for effective pain relief, choose Tylenol. It's clinically proven to start working in 15 to 20 minutes. Tylenol.
At the heart of Manuke and Coster Denture Clinic is a dedicated, client-centered approach to denture care. If you're wondering what the best option for you is, stop by for a visit and let our team help create the perfect smile just for you.
Party time!
A
I've been doing nothing but falling in love with you from the first time that we had a conversation.
I know I haven't told you this, but like I am falling for you.
I could see myself being with you for the rest of my life.
I feel so lucky right now.
You deserve all the love in the world, but I'm not there yet.
I'm sick and tired of investing so much time and energy to someone who doesn't feel the same way.
The Bachelorette. New episode Monday, 8, 7 Central on City TV or stream it on City TV Plus.
I'm Joanne Roberts, and we've been on a food trip around the world in Winnipeg. How? Well, through food, of course. So far, Food Trip Kitchen has taken us to the Philippines, then we went over to West Africa at Jollof Life Restaurant. Now, all this traveling has me craving some comfort food. And what brings better comfort than food from home? I'm excited to show you more about Winnipeg's culture because sometimes it feels like we forget we have our own. Just at the end of the bridge is Promenade Brasserie, and they're looking to put our Métis and Francophone heritage on the map as food to try, whether you live in the city or want to taste what it's all about. Let's head over there now. Wanting to pay homage to the original Promenade restaurant, which closed during the pandemic, owner Jay Lecapoy opened Promenade Brasserie to champion local culture and ingredients. Lecapoy and head chef Cameron Hornby collaborated on a menu that's a play on familiar prairie favorites with a Métis and Francophone twist.
Hi, how's it going?
Hi, it's good. How are you?
Good, good.
It's hot over here. How do you stand it in this heat wave?
Gotta get used to the heat in the kitchen.
That's fair. That's fair. What are you cooking today?
Today we're gonna be going over our play on bacon and eggs. So quite a bit different than your classic. We're doing it with it's about 8 to 12 hour braised pork belly. Okay. We make an apple jus with it, fresh apple, pickles, some pickled shallots, and our really popular smash browns.
Okay, that sounds really delicious. Do you mind if I sort of ask you questions while we
Absolutely.
do this?
Go ahead.
Okay, cool.
Okay, well, I'll pull it out. Ooh, there we go. All right, we'll get our pan nice and hot.
Ooh, open flame. I love that. Is that a must for this dish?
Yeah, have to have it.
And you said that you created this menu pretty much by yourself.
Yeah, it was Jay. Still had some influence on a lot of things, but I mean, I've done a lot of my own private catering and stuff like that, and I've worked on a lot of different menus, so got to really kind of dig into this one, and it's fun. We change it quite often. We always have features, so lots of different cool options we get to do.
That's really cool.
We actually have a garden as well that we grow a lot of our own.
Here?
Not here, it's out on the farm actually.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so like really fresh farm to table?
Trying to do our best to source like all local products, really support any local businesses, like all our cheeses from Bothwell, for example, and a lot of support with the local.
Love that, so important. What was your inspiration for the menu?
Well, our menu is French and Métis, so it was combining the knowledge Jay has a lot of Métis flavors in cuisine, and then putting my spin of different ultimate types of flavors that come into it. Like I still have a lot of influences of, Italian and Mediterranean, but we try to stick as best as we can to French and Métis.
That's fair. Is there a reason that was so important to both of you?
It was just, I guess, part of our vision when we started this, and just felt we wanted to do our best to try to do something a bit different and put our own spin on it.
Love that. And we've got such a huge, I feel, Métis and Francophone, Métis and Francophone population here in Winnipeg that it must be a hit. Is it really popular?
Yeah, it's been quite popular. We've had some really fun and busy days that weren't expected sometimes, but that's the great part to it.
It's nice to hear. All right, so this is the pork belly. And what do we have in this saucepan over here?
So this is our apple jus. Just heating a little bit up right now. So this is actually what we cook and braise our pork in, and then we reduce it down until it gets nice and sticky and has a nice little sweetness to it.
Love it. Why pork belly?
It's just a dish I've cooked a lot in my career, and it's something I really enjoy doing, and something I think is just really, really flavorful.
And how long does this take?
It shouldn't take too long. It takes usually about 8 to 12 minutes. The biggest one is there's all the other components to it that come with it too.
So what other components are you cooking?
So I just dropped our smash rounds in the fryer. So we ultimately will deep fry those so they're nice and crispy on the outside, and then they're really nice and soft on the inside. So you get a really, really fun texture. So ultimately, you're just looking to get a really nice color on it, and get a little crispy on the edges, and then it's nice and tender on the inside. I mean, in a professional setting, I think it's pretty important because you eat with your eyes first. But to me, the number one thing always is going to be flavor. So as long as your food tastes good, it doesn't really matter to me as much as what it looks like. This is our apple jus. Just going over the pork. Okay, next up will be our pickles. Next up will be our egg. Then we're going to add on our house-made aioli. So this is just pretty much a classic garlic aioli. After that, we're going to add some fresh apple. We'll throw on a little bit of apple, a little different spots. After our apple, we're going to add on our pickled shallots. And I always add a little finishing salt on the yolk. And our last thing is our fresh microgreens. Just to go a little bit over top. And that's the dish.